Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Wanna know? Right on time. What time is it? Well, you're a little early. You usually show up a half an hour later, right? Alright, so played the league yesterday. We tried Mind into Matter, and then the card was just not very good. Did I keep a few? I keep like one. Yeah, I didn't even keep one for this league. It was just kind of much worse than Wargate, just not very good in general. But it was also a small sample. Maybe I just didn't find the right spots. I'm trying a few weird ones, especially the Vestige. The idea is that it lets you put Lotus into play, and you can tutor Freight with Skull. And it's decent in grindy games. So yeah, I could see just loading up on prisons and pendings and maybe even a second Pierce and not playing some of the random one-ofs. More taps too, but we'll see. Went what 3-2 in the first league, 1-0 in this one, but honestly the opens have not been the greatest, I think. Hello, Cantus. All right, on time to start work. Are you full-time remote, Cantus? Or just like a day or two a week? In Marvel preview today, any fave hero from Marvel? I would need to like literally look up Wolverine, Spider-Man, Thor, Iron Man. I mean, I never really watched the I never really read the comic books. But I've pretty much enjoyed almost every Marvel movie I've seen. I'm not sure who I would pick if I had to pick one. I really like the show Daredevil. Thought that was a pretty good show. Alright, there first. Demir Merc. Gotta keep. Ghost Rider, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to Sewer. Full-time work from home, nice. Really running. Well, we started the league yesterday 1-0. Oh, they're playing Necro. Huh. Gab is the opposite of Rhino and I. Rhino were born to be haters, and Gab was born to enjoy everything and be nice to everyone. Have you watched it too? No. Is it the same actor? I have not. What if they went Mortuary Mill Sorin, and then somehow on turn 3 they had Teferian play against my Trips Lotus Bloom draw? Alright, I don't think it really matters what I get here. Maybe I should have gotten blue so I can get a basic Safekeeper. Like, Force of Despair is kind of the card I'm worried about. So I don't think I'm going to keep Safekeeper. Camel or Rusty? Oh, we did the one halfling. Safekeeper is gone. I could get Dryad. Yeah, I messed up a bit. I should have gotten blue-white into a basic here. Your life total does matter in this matchup. Tameshi? I think I'm gonna take back up Tameshi, right? I mean, Boseiju is nice against Necro, but if they have Necro, They might just be able to keep it back up anyways. Ride Bowmaster. Completely forgot this deck was like incredibly soft to Bowmaster. Because the Colossus draws cards. This matchup might be pretty rough. At least they have the bad cards in the deck, but I'll see. That's good for me. It looks like they have the second Bowmaster though. I just have to try and win with I still in Titania and just win a value game. Okay, second or Soren. Hey, bonjour, bubbers. I will say, you getting fired means we get to hang out with you more often. I like that part. That part is cool. I could play Tameshi, right? The Wargate for... Wait, does that make sense? I'm gonna have 12 mana next turn. Yeah, I think it makes sense because of Force of Despair. Hey, Sizzle, who convinced you into the Vestige? No one convinced me. Maybe Vian brought it up. This Tameshi Bloom into Colossus. So you bounce all your lands, you make a lot of mana, you play Colossus, you replay a bunch of lands. You do that like a couple times, and then you either kill them right away or deal with all their stuff and get so far ahead they can't possibly win. What's the strongest card in Modern? Well, it used to be maybe Flage. I mean, you could get fancy and the Surveillance as a cycle might be the best cards in Modern. I guess the Fetch Lands. It's always Fetch Lands is always the answer. If you want to get pedantic, maybe, but oh, or of course Soren House Markov is, you know, I mean that one's clear. You mean second best card after Soren? The meme answer. Oh. Oh, they're out of cards? I can actually just win the game? Oh no, they still have a Bowmaster I need to deal with. Oh, and I'm at free. Hmm. I can totally not win the game. Let's see. Ways to gain life, right? Jitte. Maybe I should play Jitte. Right. They have no energy. If they draw a black spell, they can exhort and ping me for 1. Okay, that's not enough. So they can't really kill me on their next turn. Then Wargate for Static Prison. The problem is I'm at 3 and that Gaunties is just like pretty big issue. I might have to unironically Static Prisoned. Because this is not really doing much next turn. Uh, this is 6 and this is 4. 10 mana, I have 12. Oh, the other problem is that Titania is not really good with fetch lands when you're already at like real life. Jeez. Tameshi into Colossus. Colossus draws cards. Yeah, in hindsight, I should have kept that Safekeeper. I could go Ice Still. I could just go Ice Still plus. What was I gonna say? Just Ice Still and hope to like mail my Reclamation. What else can I hope to mill for value? Titania doesn't really work. I could also... Let's see, this is 8 for Colossus. And 4. I could like get rid of the Bowmaster and play a Colossus. I get to draw 1 card at least and have a 4/4. The Fairy Bounce Bowmaster deals... Yeah, but then what? Then I just lose. I mean, is that better than just getting Ice Steel? Like a 4/4 Colossus? Ice Steel lets me play the game. And still attack Sorin. Feel like I need to find a Reclamation. Then I can Reclamation to Fairy. Yeah, maybe it is just Wargate Colossus because it deals with Sorin. Yeah. And hope to get a little lucky on the... Hope to just run some lands. Oh, there's a woodland too I could mail at some point with Ice Still. And I guess I could still do Ice Still. Alright, time to get very lucky. This is a spot where if I had an Esper Origins in the deck on top of Sabine's, it would be like an easy Ice Tail spot, probably. That's sideboard cards for that matchup. Base up, pending. Riddler, Veil, Tef, Bubble. I have a few. That was a trick question. Gauntsy's Machination is the best card in Modern. Clearly. Well, it's a tie, as I said. I actually drew Tameshi. If they break next turn, if they break, I win. Well, semi-break. Do have 3 Lotuses. Gonna be kind of close, right? I would guess I win, but um, maybe not. That looks like it might be lethal. Let's see. So I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 7, 8. I can bring back Safekeeper. Does that do anything? Can bring back another Tameshi. I think I can just cast the Colossus now. Alright, time to get lucky. Hmm. That was not very lucky. So I can float reds. I'm just dead, right? I can haste. Attack for 10. I'll make one. I only have one static prison in the deck. And cycle into Seam Rip. Oh, I could cycle into Tef if I had the mana. Teferi, I don't have the mana. There's a Voidwalker in play. I'll only get to yeah, pending true. Huh. Let's cast it. Oh, that was the pending, not that far. Alright, they played one Bowmaster and I just completely died. Not a great sign. Yeah, I'm gonna bring in the Rab Disguise against Aversion. Veiled Pierce could be good. The bubble probably has to go. It's also bad against Bowmaster. Might just try and wait a might just try and win a fair game. Thing is, all my cards are kind of okay, like as fair cards. Maybe I just trim a Colossus. Could like trim like Lotus, Wargate, Tameshi. I think I want to keep all the Green Sun Zenith. Cut the football. I'm not gonna cut Vestige, obviously. Two more. This guy's might be awkward, but
John Qua is so against Commander, he started making anti-casual great. True competitive pro. Cake W-E.
yeah, from a Rumble. We only do one around disguise. And my draws were pretty good too. Bowmaster just kind of bones me. Need to hit a land. YOLO. I'll keep. Come mill our pet cards. Alright. No Thoughtseize. Alright, I'm starting to regret my decision. It's only tub decking if you're not playing Surveillance. Alright. Maybe I should play more lands in my Colossus deck. Remind me why I kept Vestige on top. I'm all confused. Man, I had third land on top on curve too. You're probably gonna have like Surgical, the greatest sideboard card in Modern. That's never been good once for me in the history of Magic, but you never search. No, usually I'd ride the turn after. All right, that's pretty good. Except I play my land first like a noob. How does it work? Free. I have 7 mana. Could like pen Bowmaster, Tef Necro. I'm assuming playing Ice Tail has got to be good, right? Surely. Surely an extra land drop. Did I have like Force of Despair? Is that what's gonna happen to me? Maybe I should make my land drop. Oh, but then they get to. There's a trigger from the. Hmm. There's a trigger from the mail. Yeah. Yeah, I butchered that game. I think I win if I mailed the Vestige. I think it would have been trivial win. Alright, I'm just gonna scoop. Just kind of shame scoop. I don't think I'm recovering. Yeah, I should have led with Steferi, right? I don't know why I played that game like horrendously bad. I think it's really a bad matchup. Voidwalker is an issue, Bowmaster is an issue, Force of Despair is an issue, Necro is an issue. It was totally Mystique's fault. I'm too weak, I cannot resist the allure. Yeah. A lot of the hate you don't care too much about. Or you can deal with, but probably not a matchup. What is the aim? It's just a combo deck. It's a combo deck that has a decent fair plan and it dodges some of the hate. Like Vexing Bubble's not super effective. There's like some hate cards that are not very effective. How does the combo work? Oh, Foothills Thundering Falls. Should I play Island here? I think it's just rhinos. I'll just put Lush Portico. Just set up. Titania, I still. Maybe I'll try a league was like no I still, no Titania, no Safekeeper, none of that stuff. Maybe Green Sun, maybe not. Maybe probably still Green Sun just for the mana ramp and to find Colossus, but I can Wargate for a Lotus. Or I can call for Tameshi. Do you have a Wargate for Surveil lands? I just have Wistfulness. I guess I'll just call. Do I keep up with No, I do not. I have a friend who loves it or who used to. I used to have a friend who was like really into it. I don't know if he still is. I used to watch it when I was a kid. I was a big fan of The Undertaker. The Undertaker was favorite when I was a kid, but I don't think he was ever like the champion when I was a kid. I think he was always like Force was Riddler. I needed that. Might not be enough though. Might mean they also have subtlety. Or they might just have another force. Right, Veil, Bubble, Riddler, Consign, Chance, Magistrate. Let's go the Bubble. Just gonna cut the Pierce. Got Static Prison. I mean, Static Prison is kind of nice against their Rhino. I'm pretty good against their Rhino plan, it feels like. Probably like the free spells and the Riddlers. Mm. Kind of want to keep the combo too. Time's okay for Cascade and Subtlety and Endurance. Maybe my plans to just get a Tef and Play-Doh. Consign helps a bit against that. Alright, Vestige's gotta go. Sorry. Trevor Wargate. Trying to call. Trying to footfall. Loss says just play fair game. Is my chat degenerate? I'd say no. In the grand scheme of things. Looks like a pretty nice hand. Oh, thanks, Joella. My chat is fun. I'd like to think so. Fun, smart. Shows some empathy when I mess up. The key is barely paying attention to the games, yeah. I maybe should have taken Magistrate there. Because I can't cast Steph next turn. And I maybe should have played Lush Portico. Likely though. Do you have the podcast uploaded to Apple Podcast? I mean, I use something called Podbean that I think just sends it to everything. I have an Android. I use something called, what's my podcast app? Podcast Addict, I think. Alright, looks like maybe they have ice. That'd be good. It's like Veil against ice is pretty nice. Oh. Also, I could just get lucky and draw. Do I need second blue? I have a Riddler. I don't really need second blue right now. Could maybe just get basic forest. I guess I won't skimp. I'll get Temple Garden. Okay, let's see if they have a force or a subtlety. Oh, force doesn't work. It has to be subtlety, and then I get to cast it again next turn. Seems silly not to chant. Oh, I messed up. I can't cast it now. Hmm. I'm gonna just play Safekeeper and say go. Play a land, say go. Yeah, that Boseiju is really messing me up. Tried Arbor, no thanks. I mean, I should have just probably cast. I thought about it, and for some reason I changed my mind. I could have cast Chan of the Archive mana. I mean, got Teferi in play. We're kind of chilling though. So I have 7 mana. Kind of want to save a Chan for the Rhinos though. I'm not sure the deck list is up to date. Decide I appreciate it. It is the worst card in Modern. That's why I'm only playing one in my Teferi deck. I play Control on enough, that's why you subscribe, yeah. Control will be back at some point, surely. The Necro deck is kind of Control. I'm the only guy streaming Necro Barons. I think Mengu plays Necro once in a while. The thing is, they can 2-for-1 themselves over and over again. Because they printed that card, it's called Quantum Riddler. It costs blue free. It's a 4/6 flying, and when it enters, you draw cards. It has more abilities. Yep. It's pretty good cards. Draw 2, because they only had 1 card. Warp it. I think this game should still be okay, but instant speed Green Sun Zenith for Titania. You talk at all about your baby at all here? I have 4 kids, so I love to hear about kiddos. Not a ton, but I talk a bit, you know. It's going well. He's doing well, and I'm just loving it. I don't know. But if you want to talk about your kids, you can share. You can really share anything in the chat as long as you know it's reasonable. Assemble our little mid-range combo. And sack all the lands to the safekeeper. Kind of almost want to do bubble just to find my good cards more. And then maybe do more of like Pierce Consign on the draw. Cheaper stuff. Consign gets subtlety too, which is pretty decent deal. Green Sun can get me ahead on mana. Probably keep one of each creature. Wargate kind of eats everything. It eats disputes. Maybe I just cut all the Wargates, and then my Tameshi might be a little worse, but they're still okay with Rumble and stuff. And I'll do Piers gets fourth and Consign gets even Riddler. I don't know. I think I'm just going to do the Consigns, honestly. And no Pierce, weirdly enough. Thoughts on the bench tiny deck that isn't on Lotus Bloom? Riddler and Rhinos are cool, but can it beat up? Is he John Qua Jr.? He's little Alex. Not that much. Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. Okay, mana. Oh, I thought that was a Lotus. I think my hands probably still keep. This deck seems all over the place. I don't know. You wouldn't say that if I was playing Goryo's and you're just not used to it. I don't think it's really all over the place. Just has like, I mean, the main deck could be more streamlined for sure. If by all over the place you mean there's a lot of one-ups, then maybe. This is pretty nice. I can surveil, and then next turn I can get a halfling. Goryo seems way more streamlined. I don't know. I'm not sure you would say that if you saw Gorgeous for the first time and no one was playing the deck, or... Yeah, they could just have fire. Maybe they got traumatized by the Veil. Yeah, I mean, you could not play Green Sun Zenith and maybe just play Call. There's a lot of ways to... Oh, I didn't even realize that. You gotta be a little careful because if you're not paying attention, it's like there's not really... I mean, you see the life loss from the Stomping Ground and stuff, but you don't really see Footfall go on the stack when they... Alright, Halfling for Tef, but they already have Rhinos in play. Well, the second Rhinos is not going to be very good, but let's see. Let's see. Could go Magistrate, Riddler, draw cards. It's a little mopey. Could go Tef, bounce a Rhino. Play a Surveil land. Next turn I go. This is not bad. He blocks a 2/2. Yeah, maybe I played the game way too slow. I said Tef on top, but on the draw it's not even that exciting. Maybe I'm supposed to like always green some Venus for Dryad on one and then go from there. Right on time. I mean, it's kind of my fault. I'm the one who decided to keep that Tef on top and not realize it was going to be too slow. No, they could have cast Outburst and just killed my Magistrate. That's funny. Is that what they have? And they didn't cast it in Brotherhood's in. Hmm. Damn, I fetched wrong. Wait, I forgot they had the other rhinos. Well, I guess I'm getting wrecked by Dispute either way. Hey, this is actually better against Dispute. At least I don't just die. Okay, we get some rhino noise. Did I used to make rhino noises? Made other noises. I'm not sure about rhino noises. I'm not even sure what a rhino sounds like. Yeah, I guess I somehow fetched wrong. Of course, they have the disputes. Yeah, I butchered. I've been butchering a lot of these games. That one at least was a little more tricky maybe than the Necro game I butchered. I wasn't even thinking. I was like, oh, the fairy. Oh, surely it's not gonna be way too late. I think I can draw anything. Yeah, their cards line up pretty well too. But I have a shot. I have a shot if I just get. I guess that Brotherhood's end. So if I green sun for Dryad at some point, I'm probably getting wrecked. But all right, pending bubble war gates. I'm gonna get rid of the bubble, I guess. Bubble or Tef? I'll get rid of the Tef. Samuel Dodd. Oh, Doug Son? How do you even say that? Ooh, Halfling, the best card in standards. Should bubble them first if that's what I'm gonna do. Dodge Sun. Oh, it's the land destruction deck. Huh. Probably a buy, right? Oh, I guess I have a lot of removal. Probably still a buy, surely. My Ice Tail, Ramp, Lotus Bloom deck. Instantly draw basic. Probably gonna mill a basic too. Huh. I'll just bin it. Could have one in the bin was Tameshi. And I guess they can shuffle anyways, so might as well have it in the bin. Two turns, 5 mana. Not a Wargate. Oh, I'm dumb. No, I'm not dumb. I was gonna say I should have Wargate for lands, but no, I need to save my Wargate to actually get Tameshi. I don't know how they always have these draws. It's like always like two of these in the first four. I mean, they only have 8, but somehow they only have 8 of each. Demo field, suck it. All right, let's see if we can do something. One, two, three. Right. Huh. Surprised they let me save my breeding pool there. Did they punt? 4 mana. What's 4 mana? Oh, March. They might have punted though. Could have demo field plus pitch to white card if they had that. Their play's probably good though. Grab this guy's for 0. Appears we probably got, but we'll see. I think I just get a Lotus. If they don't have another Rev Disguise. This way, if I tub deck, I have more mana. Alright.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, alright. Thanks for the 73 months. We're doing good. Let's see. Tef Riddler. Bubble for Solitude. No. Chant. No. Magistrate. No. They might have Rip. We usually play Rip. I think I have Tef for Rip. Not gonna bother with spending. Pierce, yes. The combo, yes. Safekeeper, yes. I think I'm gonna cut Tribe Elder. I think basics kind of stink. Maybe bubble might as well. I thought keep the 2 bubbles. Alright, this looks good. Seems like a really good hand. Yeah. Could have seen that one coming, maybe. Sacred Ground Legal, probably. Mana ties into March. Must be nice. Uh, yeah, they play like 2, I think, usually. No arms chance. Oh. Tear in my upkeep. Just got halfling, I guess. Wait, what? How was I F6'd? I guess I was F6 from earlier. Well, that's kind of my plan, I guess, anyways. My workouts. Could work out for the best. Maybe Green Sun's just not it. Maybe my old build is good, just Eldemri's Call. Did I save it or did I delete it? I think I kept it. Not sure how I feel about preordain and bubble anymore. Just 4 taps. More lands. Legend of Roku. It was not uncountable. I was F6. I passed the pass priority. It's in the bin. I should just go for the combo, I guess. Can't be too bad. Even if they have like any roads. Halfling. I don't know that I've won a game where I've put halfling in play yet. So probably. Wow. I really bricked this badly. Let's see. Colossus died right away because I had no lands. Because, like, I had to go for full mana. Grab disguise. Okay. Alright, we should be good this time. I kept in both Colossus, right? Okay. Well, my Colossus is gonna die again, but should be able to get enough lands into play this time to like win the game. I mean, they could just keep having sweepers. Nice land destruction deck. Bro. All right, let's put a bunch of stuff into play, I guess. Let's put Def into play and plus it. They're at 20. Can I Savine anything? Nothing very exciting. Guess I'll just cast a Riddler and bring back the Lotus into play one more time. Does that even make sense? I don't have Tameshi in hand. I don't have Tameshi, sure. Except Tanya Safekeeper, yeah, I do. Might have sweepers. I could get one. I could get like the Safekeeper and then instant speed the Titania. Committed to the bit, I mean, that's literally their deck. I don't know what you mean. If by committed to the bit, you mean they're just casting their cards. I guess Safekeeper is kind of nice against Cleansing Wildfire. I didn't Field of Ruin actually. I never even thought about that. Well, I could have gotten Safekeeper in response. Endurance would be good to recycle the deck. Yeah, I think you don't really need it in general. It's like probably pretty bad draw overall. Yeah, except free 4, free 6 mana. I guess I just have to cast Titania and hope they don't have a sweeper. Assuming I've got no lands left to fetch, but oh, did I forget to plus? Probably forgot to plus. I have a partner, any children. I have a wife and a kid. Why? Guess I'll check. Oh yeah, I do have 2 lands left. Oh. Alright, I guess we win. Maybe Consign is better. It gets White Orchid, it gets... What is it better than, though? Balance that. I mean, it just happened, but... I mean, people have wife and kids and have jobs and stuff. But thank you. Alright, we don't have quite turn 2 to Fairy. Need an untap land. Best card in Modern, I'll always say it. Just screaming it on the mountaintops. Hey kids, I have one. CC VGC, thanks for the resub, appreciate it. Alright, let's get Dryads. Let's try to outram the land destruction deck. Hello, Jose. Jose, we need to have an intervention. When are we gonna start playing good decks and win? Ever? Is it ever gonna happen? What can we do? You played the best deck? Okay. My bad then. Alright, I guess we need a little setup first. Yeah, but why did you splash the green? Why didn't you just play Jeskai? Oh, that was so bad against Manitai. I guess I didn't get punished somehow. Alright, Ted, have a good one. Did Teferi get back in the list? Mine into Matter was really bad, I think, overall. It was like definitely much worse than the fourth Wargate, that's for sure. I'm a hater? No, dude, I just want you to do well in tournaments and learn from your mistakes and not do what I did for a lot of tournaments and just play some shitty, not shitty, I mean, your decks are fine, but dude, don't tell me, you just play the best deck, just play the good decks. Or the good decks in Modern, I don't know, there's a lot I feel right now. A lot of decks can play that are reasonable. You tried Black Green Necro last night, you hated it. Did you just lose or did you actually hate it? Or you just didn't win? What did you hate about it? Yeah, basically, what do you get paired against Prowess like 3 matches in a row? Oh, Bush. I'll send it to my. Alright, Vexing Bubble stops. I have a few free spells. Prowess, Tron, Control, etc. Item 2. I already have Tef, I guess. Alright, I'm assuming we just win here. Question is, do I keep the first Colossus in play or not? Probably do. Just because I have Tef, I haven't used it yet. Nice land destruction deck, bro. Dude, I truly hope people register that land destruction deck at the PT. I don't know how it keeps winning tournaments. I think it's like no one wants to respect it and add a basic or so, and like, I mean, I'm not really respecting it really right now when I build my decks, even though I keep playing against it a decent bit. So you don't get to complain when you just play a worse deck than what you could have easily played. Sorry. Vicious. I mean, at some points, you gotta show some tough love. Did I keep in footfall? Oh, I did. And just killed him. Let's do that. So for those of you wondering how you actually win the game, once you get to that point, you should wargate for an untapped land. Any untapped land does, right? Still land that gains ability. I don't remember if my Wood Elf still had an untapped land to get. Probably not. No, Hedge Maze. Opponent. You really think I'm gonna lose the game from that point? Spoiler alert, I'm not. Wait, where did that Wargate come from? Aren't they scooping? Because, bro, they're playing white-red land destruction. Clearly, they're just clueless about a lot of things. They can't believe their strat just failed. Obviously, I'm like mostly joking when I'm saying all these things. I'm sure the land destruction deck is like. Also, I could just misclick. I could like stop clicking lands here. A lot of things could happen. I could deck. Maybe they don't know how the deck works and they have a Wrath of God. I mean, it's fair, honestly. I would not scoop if I had a Wrath of God in my hand or even in my deck. I 0% blame them for not blaming them, but I just don't know what my deck actually does. The greatest win con. in the history of Magic. The one of Creator Footfall, the beauty. Is this a Battermole deck? Well, usually if you play Battermole, you probably want mana guys. And mana guys, mana creatures, and Cultivator, Colossus, Tameshi Bloom is not a combo. Yeah, pre-drag, I agree that just looking at it doesn't seem like Esper Origins really adds much to the deck. But because they just got unlucky. He just gets unlucky anytime he plays one of his decks. And then he miraculously gets lucky when he plays a good deck like John Goif. Or he gets lucky in limited. When he just can't play like a bad constructed deck. It's just variance. Hmm. Speaking of variance, Dryads into Green Sun. I'm gonna mull. Any hand was a Lotus, probably better than that. This is also probably decent. Eldrazi Tron. I guess I'll get rid of these two. Alright, no one mana play is nice. I don't think we have time for Titania. I'm not sure I'm supposed to Rumble and not just Lush Portico here. Alright, we got Tameshi. Need to worry about Karn. But they probably can't have Karn before I get Tameshi Bloom. Yin Yang, what? Just don't think Beyond solved any of the deck's problems. I didn't know that Yin Yang was like incredibly sexist. It's literally like one is like masculine and good and this and that, all the good things, and then one is, and the other one is like feminine and bad and evil and devious and it's like the most sexist thing you've ever heard in your life. Learned that the other day. Yeah, free drag. First time? Yeah, I decided to look it up. It's really like no ambiguity. I'll even. Alright, let's get them so they can't just Tron us. Tron Karn. Maybe we'll have a good surprise and they won't have a basic. Imagine playing Tron in a world where, like, once a league you're gonna play against that heinous land destruction deck. Oh, blue? Ooh, I don't like that. Islands. Oh, I guess I got. Hmm. Nardic and Karn? Joke's on me. Guess I'll just cast the Tameshi, plays around Cognizant, and I got Flute in the main deck. Hmm. Alright, well, their version's probably at least decent against the land destruction deck. Okay, let's rumble and see what we hit. I think I'm just gonna take the lands. Got a Lotus in the yard too.
The real
Shark.
peace between yin and yang is
I feel like Rumble's been a little disappointing too in this deck. I feel like it should. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's been fine. I don't feel like I get a lot of value out of the Cyan.
The real peace between XDD and UNXDD is
Maybe Rumble's just a trap. Oh, it doesn't have to be like that. Oh, and I fetched the wrong lands. That 4 cards. And my Titania's in the yards. Alright, that yin yang isn't inherently sexist, but a lot of sexist have been attached like culture. It is often sexist, but doesn't have to. Okay, yeah, maybe. Okay, well, I'm not an expert, but I don't know, just Liz mentioned it the other day, and I read, and it seemed like it was that way. Thanks for the bits, Vian and Rhino and Kenzo. Welcome back. Yeah, I feel like these leagues just leave me more confused with the card choices. Like, not sure about not sure about anything really. Not sure about the rumbles. Not sure about Mind into Matter. I'm not gonna try Green Sun Venus or any of it. I think I might just do a Necro. A league was Necro after this. And then just revisit, collect my thoughts. Oh yeah, Vestige is definitely a goner. Honestly, Teferi's just gas, I think. That's probably one of the findings. Also, I still kind of guess, but could also be awkward. I'm not sure why I just did that. That was bad. Orion is splashing to fairy yet? I think some are. Could just get the woodlands actually. That's probably good, right? I could have tried and mill the woodlands. Wouldn't six be good in this deck? No. Six is. I think six is pretty bad cards. I think six is. The only time I've enjoyed six is when I've had Arena of Glory in the deck. Was it? I feel like that's about it. Right. I think I can win. They have 5 cards in hand, but they're tapped out for the most part. I'd have a second flute. Hmm. That's an issue. Am I free? Too bad I could have like Woodland Colossus and killed the Ugin. Uh, yeah, they got me. Alright, I don't hate my chances after sideboard though. Hmm. What if I win this game if I don't just cycle my Boseiju that one turn? Totally possible. Just gonna cut some rumbles. Been underwhelmed by that cards. The halfling's been kind of okay. Throwing them in small numbers, being able to tutor for them. Maybe one halfling is just the correct number. Same in Omnath. I'm gonna keep a second Green Sun Zenith. Seems good. Alright, as long as they don't natty Tron me, that should be good. I'm not gonna get too greedy with my hands. Just ramp and hoping good things happen. No Fed plan is awkward here. Just all dead cards. Client cast pending. um, could bounce my Dryad if I had more counters. I'm just supposed to get a Wood Elf here. I guess so. Guess I could have gone untapped and killed a Talisman as maybe the play. Didn't we used to play Ren and 6 back in the day? Ren and 6 and Omnath? Feels like Ren and 6 is back to being somewhat modern, power like decent and modern. Format's a little slower, grindier. Kills a bunch of stuff. I guess I do have 3 points of power in play. Continue to plus. Never mind, they're rising. No, like I don't need to do anything. Yeah, I might end up losing because of no pending on the. I don't. Oh, I do have white mana now. I was gonna say I don't have white mana. What did he get? It floats. I guess I'm just gonna attack the Karn. Bring back halfling. I can do it at instant speed. Just say go. My draw would have been much better as a fetch land. Consign to memory when at 4 mana. Eugen. Eugen before. This is all so confusing. Getting a Lotus in 2 turns. I'm smart. I kept in the static prison. Nice. Thank you, Miller Robert. All right, I think I should get it now. I'm not sure you want to copy my list right now. It's also not updated, but it needs some work, I think. It's a decent bit of work. Okay, let's pay. Spend that talisman. Let's kill the Karn. And spend another Lotus. And Prage. Now it's Prage time. My Prage have not been answered. Yeah, I mean, I win if I draw Tameshi. Never mind. So another flute. Like kind of a rough matchup. Lotus Bloom. Okay, that doesn't really stop me. Tameshi. Nope. Let's see. I can surveil. That makes sense. Surveil and a reclamation my Lotus just to get a reclamation in the yards. I should have surveilled first. I'm dumb. Call. Reclamation could have maybe finally been good. No one's that lucky though. No one's ever in tune was a surveillant before. Alright, it's fine. We baited their Eldrazi commands. Got them right where we want. The best I still reclamation deck. I think I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a good 4 Ice Seal deck, no? But then if you're building too much around Ice Seal, maybe you're like too slow and too susceptible to Did we get one here or? All right, quick postmortem. Yeah. Tev goods. Vestige bads. Reclamation bads. Prison goods. Pierce probably good. Pending goods. Bubble probably bads. Two Colossus probably good enough. The Rumbles. Delayed? No, I don't think so. Does feel like Green Zenith's just got to be good in this deck. I think one more land good too. Not sure if you want another shock. You could do a fourth basic right now just because of that silly deck. Like another basic planes. Nah, Green Sun can't get Tameshi. You do miss having Tameshi sometimes, but the Rumbles help me find Tameshi. But I'm cutting the Rumbles. I think the deck probably needs more lands if I'm cutting Bubbles and Rumble. Ooh, nice, Macy. Thank you. Probably when in doubt, another fetch. Is Creator needed? Can we win his Endurance? How does Endurance win? Yeah, Creator is nice game one, just a sec. Random number, I'm sure, but. Allô, bonjour. Oui. Ah, oui. Alright, sorry, it was actually real low. Yeah, what we're talking about, yeah. What does endurance do? I mean, how does endurance help me kill them? Is to reuse Boseiju out of war to Fairy Colossus? I mean, isn't that worse than having a card that cycles for 1 mana? Also, don't you need 2 endurance? Is that even a real loop? Yeah, I mean, that sounds much worse than Footfall. Also, yeah, unplayable on Moto. Yeah, I mean, Teferi kind of solves a lot of your problems. That was always my go-to over Footfall. Yeah, I think Footfall's just better. But you can do Finale, like especially with ISIL and Surveillance now. Having a card like Finale seems way sketchier. This is probably a pretty good 60. But it's all light on finding ways to find Tameshi. I'm honestly not sure if that ISIL has been good for me or not. Can anyone remember a game where ISIL was actually that good? Definitely won games was like Safekeeper and Titania. Nature's Rhythm. Um, so it's not the greatest on the front side, but it's kind of acceptable, I guess. And then 4 green to harmonize. Doesn't sound like it's cheap enough. Speaker? Oh, bro, why are we not playing Speaker? It lets you bend a Lotus too. Where were you? Where were you this whole time? Damn, my chat's so useless. Need like a random dude who's got probably like 5 messages lifetime. Following since October 2018. You've been following for 8 years and it's only your second message. What was your first message? Was more lands grazer seems better, right? I think 24 is still like too low. VIP though. Maybe I should. I'm just curious. I have been following for 8 years and only today is the first time he chat. He's like, well, I never really had anything worthwhile to add until now. Just biding my time for the perfect. Wait, was it first time chatter like 4 minutes ago and I missed it too? I don't remember seeing a first time chatter. Yeah, Savine's Wargate and no. Wait, what? Why did it show you your first message as? Oh, I guess you have to choose. It's an option. That is truly. It's kind of funny. Bjorn, thank you so much for the gifted sub. All right, the question is, do we want more speakers? As a speaker just a good card to draw? Probably. I don't even get besides Tameshi. Tameshi, Explore on Curve. Probably one is good. In terms of foot, yeah, I mean, that's probably not needed, but. Alright, well, I was gonna play a League of Necro, but I feel like we're making progress here. Is creator better to have a creature who gives? Yeah, because I have no way to recur cards from my graveyard except Tameshi, and Tameshi only returns artifacts and enchantments. No, you need two Colossus to go off. A lot of the time, the first one you have to just kill, you have to bounce all your lands, and it dies, and I have no ways to bring them back. I mean, even only two is like a tiny bit sketchy. I didn't really get punished in the leagues I've played, but I think I could have. Maybe I should play Fourth Scholar for pending. I guess I only have one pending right now. Maybe Static Prison shows the truth. And should just be all Static Prisons with Tameshi in my deck. I feel like I've gotten punished too badly. But when you have it in your opening hand and they go guides, Static Prison feels a little bad there. No, it's just good. I mean, it's like pending basically. It's just good interaction, and Teferi is like one of the best cards against you. It could be a pending. Kind of want a tiny bit more ramp. Would one cub actually be good? Like you're happy enough to draw it? You have the dry draws. I think more halflings. Now that we're on four Teferi, I don't want to play more halflings though. It's a little awkward with Wargate. It's a little awkward with Surveillance sometimes. I think one is kind of good. Andrew, yes, I know. My favorite, also white bordered. Ram Groish, but there's not a great one, right? There's like Tribe Elder, which I already have. And I only have three basics, so you don't want to overdo it. Wood Elves. I mean, I could just play Farseeks. Could go back on more Rumbles. That's pretty sweet. It's also like kind of okay against the fairy. You get two buddies or the hasty 1/1. Halfling with Safari. Yeah, we've kind of talked about that before. I'm a halfling. I'm a halfling hater. It does block Guide Pride Ragavan though. I mean, I could cut these free cards and play four halflings and just see what happens. Should we pay the halfling tax? Or science? Classic science. I mean, if we're doing that, should I try like playing fourth color, Ren, and a Nomnath maybe at least? Something like that? He's like, sure. The floodgates are open. Oh, anger? Is anger illegal? I don't know. Probably not. That would be way too good. I think Wonder is legal. Well, isn't anger like MH3 or MH4 or MH2? Pretty sure it's legal. How does the mana work? Oh, it's only Wonder and Genesis? I know I have souvenirs of anger in one of the MH3 sets, but maybe it was another weird draft format. If we're playing four halfling, I'm definitely playing Cub. I'm definitely playing the first Cub. Genesis? No. Dude, we're not playing a mid-range deck, we're playing combo deck still. Could just got Tribe Elder and Wood Elves at this point. Gotta cut the second Lush Portico. And then we want our red source to be what, like maybe white, red, and steam vents. We're gonna want to get stomping grounds. Probably not. Stomping ground to fairy around the sky sounds bad. Do elegant parlor and team vents. They're not sold on Cub was 4 halfling for Zenith for and the Dryads. Hmm. It's probably like one of the better things I'm doing. Okay, Steam Vents and Parlor. So on a max on Flooded Strands. Maybe I still do Stomping Grounds. Now we're down to 8 fetches. All right. Do I need a lightning bolt for my Ren ultimate? Veil is nice for me. Magistrate can be trimmed. I'm not sure how I feel about Ram Disguise anymore. With halflings, gonna cut them. Could just play 4 pendings in my sideboards. And B second go. What about the first Nissa now? Just infinite gas. I'll play the first Nissa. Could play Oath of Nissa too. Got something to bounce with Teferi. Creature, land, planeswalker. Damn, we're really cooking. We are really cooking. We actually splash for red and Omnath. Or maybe just Omnath. Free Shocklands. It's just gonna lose me more games than it's gonna win me, right? Almost for sure. Yeah, I'll just do what I want to do originally and not do the stomping ground. Get an extra fetch land in there. I could just play one green source. Like one steam vents. I'm not really milling too much, right? And I have the one oath. And then this way I can do max on Flooded Strand and Misty. Is there another good Teferi target I can play? Besides Wall of Omens, obviously, the goat. I have a Cub now, I have an Oath of Nissa. Maybe the Prison occasionally. I feel like we mentioned some. Oh, Seamrip? We actually have one Seamrip, one Static Prison. Maybe Seamrip should be my sideboard cards instead of the pendings. And then lose to Round Disguise. I'm not doing instead, I'm doing both, but I could do a mix. Alright, I guess I'm just not gonna do Ren. What can I cut? I don't want to cut any of the one-ups. I don't think I should cut Wargate. Yeah, I should cut Wargate, trim Wargate. Let's have halfling, one halfling. Ren. I'm gonna keep the one Ren. See how it plays out. I'm curious. A lot of Tron right now. Should I do the plotter? This might be a plotter deck, honestly. Can we tutor for it? Not really. Give them your fetch lands. I wish you could. Veil was kind of the best card against Rhinos because of Fire Ice, Dispute, Force. Is Veil gonna be my best card against some of the other of these decks? I need Chan and Consign for combo and Tron. First Magistrate seems okay. Should do another prison in the sideboard for like car index. More, yeah, maybe it's just more consigns right now. Good consign, must be good, yeah. And we don't have anything for affinity. I could do like one Kataki. Or I should have Oof in my Oof. Oh, it's Oof. Oof Lotus. That is an Oof. Is that even worth it? Sounds kind of sketch. I mean, I could turn into some kind of control deck against them. Kataki, yeah. Kataki seems worth it. There's enough affinity. I can tutor. I have a few tutors for it. And Orange Channel is the best card against combo, probably. All right, I'm a little light against Guide Pride. Guide Pride and Johnny. What about what? Classic Nice called Halfling the worst card in Modern. Next league. 4 Halflings in the deck. Can blame it on Twitch chats. Gonna gonna blame Rashad. Science. In French, you would say la science à la bon dos. Not sure how you say that in English. I'm sure there's a saying. Meaning science gets blamed for a lot around here. Or science enables a lot of bad ideas. Don't worry, I got 4. Played around the mismatch. Alright, I kind of like what we're doing here. I'm currently trying to write the final chapters on my thesis. I should probably have that synced somewhere in there. Which one? Okay, we got the 4 consigns in. We got the second veil. All right, let's run it. What's your thesis about bee biscuits? Green, is that the spike deck? They're fresh of a 5-0 is a spike deck? They sure are. Hmm. They're playing the good green Sun Zenith deck. Nah, not afraid today. You haven't missed much. Oh, they're playing Bloodstained Mire. All right, quickly, what was Spike playing recently? Was Bloodstained Mire in his deck? Influence of environmental factors on the concentration of certain biochemicals in seaweeds living in the interridal region. Title. Rod and Viber Affinity, so that's what I'm playing against, unironically. Probably has a Pursuit in the deck now. Oh, manufacturer. Does he have both? Might just have both. Plays weapon, no more artifacts. I love how you saw them playing a spike deck, so you just assumed they always do, but also I mean, oh yeah, attack against manufacturing, yeah, not so hot anymore. Damn. Can they cast Viper? Death Claws Munition. Can get a cub, I can get a halfling. Alright, I guess I'm supposed to just Death Bounce Munition anyways. Try and find a Lotus so I can like speaker or that's crypto. Maybe I'll sag the crypt. Kind of looks like maybe crypt doesn't do much against me. Put a black on it. Frishma. Non-land permanent. Just... Alright, we found the Lotus. So that's kind of gas. We do have crypts. I guess I could just bounce the Viper for now. Or just suspends? Where did the munition go? It's gone? Damn, what an entrance. What a hero. Teferi's just so goddamn good. Go up to Fort Teferi, first match, Rodden Mount Viper.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt.
Yeah!
Alright, first time going Omnath. Not looking like the greatest right now. We still have Crypt in play.
We have top men working on it right now.
Who?
Top men.
This song will drive you mad. This song will drive you mad. Pay 5 for active treason. Well, that might sound pretty bad.
Alright, I'm not sure I'm really getting ahead here, but we'll see. That's how many artifacts they have. The answer was none. Wait, their crypt is gone? Oh, well.
Patience from Zoe. Waiting to wait. Now he's about to be caught. Oh, there's the sleep. The side. He catches everyone.
Omnath ISO is yes.
He lands. Savage on everyone. The
And Cub now.
Turning around. Savage as well.
Stolen by Dendi, are you kidding me?
Not like this. Not like this.
Please scoop. For God's sake. Please just scoop them up. I have it all,
From the
and your deck
ghastly
literally
inn,
doesn't do anything.
I can
Thank you.
see to the ends of the world, and from this vantage point, I declare with utter certainty that this one is in the bag.
You should play Mono Black Necro in a challenge and compare. I might play Black Green, but without the meme cards. I might do that. Rotten Mouse is also really bad against Riddler. Crypt is a little annoying. Alright, what should I trim? Well, I don't know, like Ragdos Affinity. There's some Spike Brew. Probably has like Pursuit in it. I've done a few leagues now, and I'm convinced Sign is better than Shadow, like you said, and not having all the random life loss from the fetches. Oh, you don't think Surveil fetch is worth it just for push and Surveil? Sign in, yeah. Oh, yeah, that thing too. Is Veil gonna be good? Hello.
We're gonna try and take a nap, but you probably need to be done at 6 because given how early he got up.
Okay.
He did sleep an hour, but he needs to be crabby.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Shadow of Doubt is. I joined that Necro Discord and I'm not sure what's going on there. It's gonna. I guess you gotta pick the people you're listening to. Kind of want to cut the
I prefer
war
really
gate.
not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
What does that thing do? Draws a bunch. I don't want to cut any of my mid-range stuff. Alright, that was kind of definitely clicking buttons there. Yeah, there's a lot of Shadow of Doubt truther, I think, in that Discord, but as I said, I think it's like, oof. I mean, 5 lands Lotus Colossus is not that bad. I'm
We
just
have top men working on it right now.
They're also a Thoughtseize deck, which
Who?
that makes it more of a keeper on my.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Sign in Blood's not ideal. I'm not sure my current list has like a ton of them. I think I'm down to like 1 or 2 just to make more room for. I'll show you real quick what my Necro list looks like. Oh, it's a green version. I have 1 Sign in Blood, 1 Edict, 1 Pillage, 2 Charms. Even my mono black version, I have to have 1 Shadow of Doubt just because I have 4 Bowmaster and a Flute, and it's like probably kind of decent in some sideboard games just to try it a bit more, but. Brand 6 on NAF. Sure. I've turned on. I mean, the turn one Lotus hand against someone who doesn't play Tef and stuff was to Surveil. Like Colossus is is kind of good. If I just go like Lotus Colossus on turn 4, I'll have some lands in hands. Yeah, it is. Oh, you thought I got 6 lands Colossus? I mean, having lands is a combo with Colossus. I love the Necro Discourse Sally, too much Shadow of Dead Gamers and too much flexing friendly leagues in short. Yeah, I'm guessing most Discords or on decks like that are the same way. I mean, if you know who to listen to, I'm guessing like John T is probably pretty reasonable. The little I was watching, reading, he wasn't like overselling his stuff and whatnot, but just I always find to lose live the first time at least. There's a first time for everything. Is that gonna be the first time where Rotten Mob does something? Like, what if I just had a Teferi here? Oh, brother. And cast a big Colossus? And I have to discard 3? Inside the bubble. Omnath? I don't think I can gamble. Well, I guess none of it matters. There's Root to Fairy. I was just trying to max, like, my Colossus. I was thinking if I went Colossus, bunch of lands, like, they can't attack, right? They attack, I discard 3 cards, and then their Viper dies in combat, and I just win. Don't we die from munitions? Oh. Well, they need an artifact, but yeah, good point. Riddler Colossus. How does that even work? Also have Omnath in the yards. I only have 3 types. Feels like I should just play Riddler and see if I can draw something good. We'll also just put the lands into play taps anyways. Oh, I could sag. Wait. I can sag the bubble. Sag the bubble. Copy Omnath, play a lands. But the bubble's probably keeping them at bay. Does their deck even have like non-zero mana artifact? They have explosives, 1 skateboard, some drums. They have a few. Bloom is Bloom is the force type, right? Okay, so I definitely want to lead with Riddler, right? Seju. Then I lose my Bloom. Oh, can I do something cool? All right. They're like, I can't believe I got baited by Spike. Get me out. I still had a kind of a decision. So I was gonna sag the Lotus, make Omnath thing, play one land, gain 4. I guess I don't draw a card either. I don't know. I do love my surveil lands. You know I do. And I have 2 value lands. I think this is a keep. Surveillance are just too goated. What can I say? Is it Goryo's? Polluted Delta is not really what I want to see there, I think. With my light oh, it's a terrible Grixis Reanimator deck. It's a terrible. Sure, it's fine, but just not a fan. Good news is they don't have a ton of interaction for my combo. They have like 2 spell pierce. 4 push, I guess, but 2 in the bin. Alright, Archon in the bin. Also, 1 Archon's not too scary right now. The Omnath was pretty good for me. Kind of. White, blue, green. Let's see. Let's see if they're interested in what I have to sell. This is a pretty nice spell pierce deck. They just always have blue up. Just like we drew it. Just like we... Wait, is that actually just a kill? That'd be kind of sick. How much mana? Discard the Lotus, get Tameshi. Oh wait, I can't cast Tameshi though. Devlin, Emperor Bones. 12 damage, probably dead. Surveil land or pain-free lands? I'm gonna have Tameshi Bloom next turn. Assuming I'm gonna lose it, then Emperor of Bones. How much damage is it? Down to 3 card, 4 cards, 5 cards. Yeah, it's literally exactly 18 in the air, I think. 12 from the Archon. And they'll have 3 cards left, 6 from the Frog. Yeah. So I guess playing Fetchland is good. What a deck. Discarded the Nautilus, they're probably gonna unearth. I mean, if they tap out, they're just very dead. And there's already 2 pushes in the graveyard. Hopefully they do tap out for Oculus. They don't play any of the free spells. Can we beat... Can we beat a... Untap another target permanent? Well, I guess the answer is yes. I was gonna say, can we beat a Scumbag Gab? Scumbag Gab strikes again. Can we beat a Fatal Push? I don't know. What if she draws second? Is that good? Was Woodlands enough here? I don't think it was. Damn, Chad is so dead right now. I'll literally top deck the perfect card and no reaction. Oh yeah, everyone checked out when my opponent put Frog on the stack. The most unplayable card in Modern. That's fair, actually. That is very fair. Anytime my opponent puts Frog on the stack, all of Chad just alt tabs and go watch another game. Because they know it's just Jover. It'd be funny if they had like a force of negation after all the yapping. They do not. Alright, opponent. You can do it. But then I swear you can scoop. I told them I promise they can safely scoop. I don't know if they're gonna take my word for it, but we'll see. Uh, Alright, Punin would not take my word for it. It's fine. The surveillance are kind of annoying. Few more triggers now. Three more triggers than you used to have. All right, let's see. You're at 12. I guess I have to bounce my Colossus and do it again. Maybe they're eating a sandwich. I would probably have, maybe they went to the kitchen, make themselves a sandwich, you know. That's fair. Can't blame them for that. Maybe people think it's just not deterministic. Maybe they just don't know what's going on and they want to know. Some people do know. Maybe people are just hardcore in leagues and just going for timeouts. This deck use I don't time out much with that deck. Is that enough? 13, 14. The surveil is like, I guess the surveil in every surveil decision and stuff. Gonna have Force of Despair. I have Tef in play. I have Tef. Crypt seems good. Steam Rip seems great. Prison probably worth it. Riddlers and Veils. And do they have free spells? They don't have actual free spells, right? Need to trim 6. Gear Hulk in the board. How many lands do I have that can't cast Gear Hulk? It's not a legend, right? I don't think Gear Hulk Halfling is a legal combination of cards you can put. Oh. I was gonna say you can green some Venus for it. Yeah. Could be good. Could be better than some of the other cards I'm playing. Alright, I don't think this is footful matchup. Like basically after sideboard, once you have a bit of the hate and stuff and more removal, you can cut that card because once you go off, you just get all your good cards in play. Vestige, it got cut. It did not survive that iteration. Emperor of Bones kind of scary, exiling my cards. Should I just cut all the war gates again? It is extremely inefficient against Spears and Disputes. And bad was halfling, so it kind of makes sense. Both of this I can probably go. Can I cut one of the lands on the draw? Maybe cut Beseju because it's just not good against them. What did I end up doing? How many seam rips, how many prisons? One prison main, one seam rip, a second prison sideboard. So you're saying this could have been a seam rip? We'll see. Maybe they'll do turn 2 Archon. And prison will save me. Or maybe I'll just draw like Tameshi and bringing back, well, Vyand the Goats. Look at their graveyards. No Veil. For this, yeah, this siege worked out really well. I like their dress, super mopey. Nice. I think that'll be good. I have a feeling that one's gonna be good. Yeah, it was. It's surveilled on top. I didn't see the surveilled on top last time. Guess I should get the Steam. Oh, no, I should have gotten surveil. Oh, that was so bad. Yeah, not having a red surveil lands. Kind of brutal in these spots. I drew a good card anyways. I knew that was a good card on top. Easy. Alright, we get Tef into Tef plus Veil next turn. That's pretty nice. Also, Veil and KZ bring back Archon is really nice. This is not gonna be nice if they have a spell pierce for disputes, which they probably have given how mopey their draw has been. Gonna feel pretty bad if they spell pierce that Veil when I have mana up. When I could have shocked. Maybe I should have shocked actually. Didn't think about that, but did we need to play Dryad to defend? Oh, well, they bring it back with Emperor of Bones. It's kind of moot. Alright, it's Hardcast Dispute. Yeah, I guess Dryad's pretty safe, especially with Veil. Might have a point there. Alright, let's just draw it to Tameshi and get that sweet value. Or Colossus. Put at least one land into play. Yeah, playing. I guess YOLO. Probably not beating Emperor of Bones anyways. And if they just have one Archon, I can just discard Dryad. I should have like not played Halfling maybe. They're at 10 though. Maybe their draw really sucks. Or maybe I just spewed a card for no reason. Alright, that's bad. Not even sure what Halfling accomplishes there. Like maybe if I draw it to Fairy, it's good. And they have a fast clock now. So you're saying would have been nice to have that Dryads. Would have been really nice to have that Dryads. Queen Sun Zenith? I should have maybe sacked for whites. I thought I was hoping to draw a land and be able to save my Lotus. What did draw? Not a persist. Or an Emperor of Bones. Hopefully it's just Emperor of Bones, quote unquote. Oh, unplayable frog. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I would have a land right now. I would have like Dryad. I could like green some Zenith for Ice still. That was so bad. Why did I play that halfling? I mean, I'm assuming it's just like Ice still, right? What else? 5, 6, 7. Do I want the damage or do I want the life? Could maybe beat one Archon. Also, Oculus would be lethal. Because Frog would be free, 2 Oculus 13, and the damage from the fetch. Brought in Bubble. Wait, why would it not sack Bubble? Bubble doesn't do anything against me. Damn, I feel Omnath's kind of nice, just triggering Omnath to the max every turn. What are they doing? Do they have Archon under one of these creatures? Oh, they said the surveillance. Probably worth it. Worth damage, sure. Oh, and they're getting a draw step. Yeah, okay, my bad. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it for sure to surveil when you're gonna get to draw cards. 1000%. Bosscar. Rhino the goat. Me every time I have ISO in play, damn, wouldn't it be nice to have Esper Origins or Reclamation in my deck, and then me every time I draw these cards, like, wow. Just literal unplayable trash. Alright, we have Lotus in our graveyards. Can bounce Auto Aura. Do it for really cheap. Nature's Rhythm. I think 4 green is too much and the front part is too mid. Those are tab that's team bents. I'm playing kind of bad actually. I should try and surveil, right? Let's see. Let's spin the deck. Get some Omnath triggers. I think I'm stacking stuff properly. Like I need to let the first ice still resolve right. Oh, Seamrip is really nice. So is Riddler. Now we return Lotus Bloom. Bouncing Aurora. Draw for Tameshi. Could even just hardcast a Riddler here. I'm at 12. Probably hardcast Riddler is safe enough. Brill. Oh. I do have kind of a nice combo. I land. No, I've already played 2 I was gonna say I can bounce Aurora, play it again, bounce it with Tameshi. Am I playing with my foods? I don't know, am I? I can't do anything. They look dead? Can bounce Tameshi or Riddler to draw more. What about just bringing back Seamrip, getting rid of Frog and saying go? Was Aurora mana up? Isn't that much better? Archon coming back. I mean, it can be one Archon. Dang. Oh, you mean from the static prison? That's fine. I have a million cards in hand. I don't have a million creatures, so I should have brought. Oh no, I couldn't get back to Dryad because I needed to surveil. Maybe actually I should have played Dryad first and then surveil second. Could also attack with both my creatures. This seems bad though. They have them bones. One dim bones is not too scary. How many Archons do they have? I'd have 2 Archons. Wow. That's sick. I keep losing to Oculus, Value, Emperor of Bones. I lost like that last time I played against that deck too. So sick. I can't do anything about it either. I guess I should have not played it safe. They needed to have like almost exactly that, like one emperor as one of their creatures, and another one like persist doesn't do it, I think. I'm just dead, right? And I was almost living too. Okay, let's bring Otham to play. I guess I do have Wargate for Crypt in that matchup. Pretty strong. Nissa seems like it could be bad in low resource games. I'll only do one static prison on the play. Could almost cut a Colossus too. I don't think I need Colossus to win. Bit awkward, I don't have Wargate mana yet. I wonder if I messed up that game, especially on that last turn, or if I just got really unlucky. What is it? Yeah, the deck after sideboard really looks like, I'll admit, someone was saying it looks all over the place. Also took a while. Alright, Oculus is not too scary if they don't have a backup peers for my Teferi or disputes. As long as they don't have honors plus counterspell. Only dead against Frog with 2 taps in hand, obviously. The GG Riddler. The GG Halfling. Oh, that's a game where I played Halfling for no reason, right? And ended up losing because I was one Dryad short. Literally. That's so sick, actually. Big puns. The Halfling might be good here if they pass with blue mana up. No lands. No lands. Is gonna test minus in case F persist Archon. It's kind of scared. If they just go Oculus, I feel like I'll win, but I could be wrong. I think I'd rather hedge against Archon. Plus, I'm guaranteed to resolve the TEF because I have another TEF. Looting. One of the biggest bait cards in Modern as well. Just trash talking every cards. Every card in Modern is just unplayable right now, except for Quantum Riddler. Quantum Riddler is the only good cards. Alright, I can Wargate. I'm just gonna go Halfling Go. I could get a Tornaz, yeah. I have Veil for Archon. I have Tef for Oculus. But you're right. I should have done that. I was loose. Could have even done it at instant speed in response to Unearth. That would have been, yeah. Well, if I somehow lose this game, we know why. That's a pretty great draw. Just in case. Wait, I don't have more mana than that? We're good. I'm not gonna time out this game. I guarantee I'm not losing this game. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Damn, these halflings are truly heinous. Can't cast anything off them. Oh! Literally worse than Birds of Paradise. Not for that Riddler though. Should I get Green Sun for Ice Still maybe? Green Sun for Omnath. Maybe Federal Land. I can just say go and get Nissa 5 mana. I should have played Sylvan Safekeeper. Protect my cards. I board out this. No, the 5 mana one. Titania, my bad. Lucky. Lucky didn't draw a fetch there. Spending a Lotus when I'm low on time. Thus. I should have played land from hand. I guess I can hardcast Inoculus. Do I care? Not really. Kind of sucks. I should have suspended the Lotus because of Riddler, but Death plus prison. It might time me out. Probably not. Should have sacked the crypt in response to fetch. I might just sack the crypt now. I want to draw 2 off my TF. I go for the combo kill chats. I don't have a combo kill. But I have 1? You almost timed me out, opponent. I told you it was safe to scoop. I told you. Should I tell them you almost timed me out in chat, or is that BM? I think they're doing the thing time where, like, you know, when people are really trying to time you out, they like spend a bit of time. Hope you know you went and made yourself a sandwich with 39 seconds left. Now they're gonna attack a bit more. Fetch. Tank. I do have the time to go and make myself a sandwich. We'll see. We'll see how badly they want it. If they actually like. If they actually fetch. So close, opponent. So close, yet so far. That's the real test. That's the real test. Are they gonna... Oh, they can't sack the fetch there. One. Never mind. All right. I think I should have won that second game if I had not played the halfling. Well, started 2-0. Clearly we broke it. Omnef was pretty decent. Not having a surveillance. Oh, red surveillance was a little awkward though. Halfling was pretty bad so far, I think. So we'll see. Like I could go back to one halfling, one tribe elder, one wood elf. Something like that. Just keep the one halfling. I think the one is fine. Almost for sure. Gearhulk? Yeah, if we're not doing halfling. Should I be a main deck card or sideboard cards? And have what? Have a basic Howlin' on Aurora. Might still be slightly illegal to play. Minute. Oh, you can even get load as well, technically. Has Safekeeper Titania been good? Yeah, I think so. You're honestly not too unhappy to draw the Safekeeper in a lot of matchups. And I've killed a bunch of people with Titania. I don't think it was win more either. It was... Alright, I'll update the deck list as is. So we're off to a nice little to a start, and then I'm gonna like I think I'm gonna make the changes too right now. And then call it a stream. And I'm doing Ultimate Guard stream tomorrow, chat, so is that a command? UG Live? If you want to make sure you don't miss the stream, you can go follow Ultimate Guard Live on Twitch. I'll be on for probably the rest of that league and maybe not much more. Because these leagues kind of take forever. Especially when people are not scooping. Unfortunately. Back when the deck was around a bit, I guess you still get like what 50% of people who scoop. Tameshi Bloom, Modern. Are we doing mid-range or combo? Alright, deck list updated. Yeah, the Flourishing Wednesdays. And then let's do should we do recruit? Recruit with Steferi? All our basics. I wonder if the 2-drop isn't like passable, honestly. It gives you a blocker for Frog. It forces them to like fly or discard. You can bounce it with Steph. I kind of want to try it. Feels like it could add up in some games. The Scientist. We're doing Wood Elves though. We should almost definitely have like Wood Elf doesn't get my red mana. Omnath might be good. Ren's probably just a bridge too far. No, it is a really powerful card. Only 3 War Gates in the main. Oh, I can hit Wood Elves of Nissa. I'm gonna love that, I'm sure. It might be good. Yeah, I probably should not do Steam Vents as my red source in my Bright Gear Hulk deck. Yeah, I'll do Parlor. It'll just be my 5th, my 4th Surveil land. Can 6 be good? Why do people love 6? People see like lands and green cards, and they're like 6. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but also I don't get it. I'm almost done. I need like 5 minutes. And test Living End. Yeah, I'll probably play some Living End. So what did we say? Parlor. Maybe Stomping Grounds. Shadow of Doubt Necro. That I do not want. There's one thing I can guarantee I won't play again before the PTS. Or Shadow of Doubt. Or Shadow of Doubt Necro. Maybe I won't do Tribelder now that we have Cub. I think Cub might still be good even with just 1 halfling and Dryads. Yeah, I don't want to hit Wood Elves off my Nissa trigger. Nissa's probably kind of loose too. I wonder if only Parlor as my red source makes sense. Probably not. Probably want a second one. All right, 25 lands. I just play Seam Rip in the main. Just cheap cards. Maybe I should play Noble Hierarch too. As Birds of Paradise at this point. Birds of Paradise. One of the very first versions used to have Birds of Paradise. For when I want to cast like Gear Hulk and Halfling doesn't do it. And then maybe go down the mana source again. Land creature planeswalker. And you can get it with Gear Hulk. Four. Okay. Alright, this is good. Oh, and I get a sideboard slot. I guess second Seam Rip. Alright, this looks kind of nice. Alright, everyone. We call it a stream. Let's see who should we raid. Ginger, Spike, Ritzy, Jim Davis. Good raid, Jim. Raid Jim Davis. Alright, say hi to Jim for me. And hope you all have a great rest of your day. Au revoir. Thanks for all the suggestions. Goated chatter. Thanks for the speaker suggestion. Thanks for the Gearhawk suggestion. What else? I'm not sure if those seem right were suggested by people or not, but yeah, list looks kind of nice. Kataki might be loose as you're like someone Rashad said, I think munition. It's kind of awkward against munition, very awkward. And I can't really tutor for it. Maybe it should just be like an oof, really, even though you have Lotus Bloom or Force of Vigor, Knight of Autumn might be good with Knight of Autumn was 4 taps, also slow, but you know. Take care everyone, later.